you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My heroes had the heart, lose their lives out on the land.
All I remember. I love this song. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. Ever since I was little. I love it. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are well. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. It says, the reason I know it's Tuesday is because it says it right there. It says Tuesday, the 6th of December. Did I ever share with you where I got this idea? When I began this live broadcast and vlogging and podcasting, I guess they call it, I didn't know that it is the right thing to do is to put up your name and your and the date. I got this from Elias Muncha. He's he used to live in Canada. He used to reside over there in Canada. A learned lawyer and theologian. He now serves as ambassador or high commissioner to the beautiful country of Australia. I've never had any reason to ever go to Australia, but I do now. So, Bamunsha, if you're listening to this broadcast, which I'm hoping you are, please understand that at some point you and I have to talk about me coming over there, because I heard, now correct me if I'm wrong, because these are things I just hear. Sometimes they just come to me. I heard that Australia is the farthest place that you can ever go. Australia. I mean, you get on a plane, you fly until you don't want to fly anymore. Is this true? Somebody please tell me in the comments. So, Vamunsha, at some stage in 2023, I will be making a trip to the beautiful country of Australia to see you, and you can come and, well, I can come over there and take me around. Thank you so much. Well, I got this idea from Elias Muncha. His Excellency, Ambassador Elias Muncha. He gave me this idea. Guys, a quick few shout outs wherever you're watching me from this morning, whether you're watching from Belize, Cape Town, South Africa, Bogota, Western Province, Southern Province, Wakasomo, Kutwapia, Kumansa, Kumiensu Fuego, Uchinsadi, Kwabulimbo, Marikusha Kwabulimbo, Kuyakufuma ba Mulenga Chituta, Kwabulimbo Bwana. Na kwaba mulumbi. Welcome, wherever you're watching me from. New Orleans, Maine, Bogalusa. There's a place called Bogalusa. Yeah, there's a real place called Bogalusa. Thank you for being with me for a few moments. A few shout outs to you guys. Everybody, enjoy and be safe. Somebody said, Solomon, I see you. My dear friend Johnny Lesner there, whom I always appreciate. Thank you, Johnny. Bless you, everybody. Love, High Commissioner, not Ambassador. Oh, High Commissioner, not Ambassador. Please forgive me. Sometimes I mix these two up. Well, my father-in-law, my wife's father, he was a career diplomat. Some of you may know him. For those of you that are politicians, the late, great Love Matessa, one of the greatest men I ever knew. He served in, and sometimes he would say this to me. It's High Commissioner. And I forget these things sometimes, but please forgive me. So High Commissioner, thank you. Guys, just a quick one. I mean, I was watching the other day. I'm sitting, as you know, as I always do, scrolling through my news feed, going down this rabbit hole, this digital rabbit hole we call the internet. All kinds of stuff pop up. Well, I'm sitting there and I come across this video of an elderly gentleman sitting in the backseat of a car with a woman. And obviously she's unidentified. We don't know who the woman is, but somehow the man's name crops up. He's an elderly, obviously, they were back there hugging and necking and kissing and whatever else they were doing. But I don't want to focus on that. What I want to focus on is the breach of privacy. Now, while some people may focus on the fact that, well, Mr. Mulenga should not have been in that compromising position, while many of you may say that, and you may be fully justified in thinking that, there is a bigger conversation to be had. There is a much more prominent conversation to be had, and that is when the police, because I would imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, what I got from that scenario was that the police were patrolling and they came across a car that shouldn't have been parked there. They did their investigations and they discovered this man named Mr. Mulenga in the back seat of a car with a young female, in a very uncompromising position. I would imagine those were the police. Now, the police, in my view, there was nothing beneficial in videotaping Mr. Mulenga. Nothing. No, there's no benefit in that. All it did was embarrass him, embarrass his family, and bring into light a very, a very embarrassing situation. Now, here, let me explain to you what usually happens in situations like that. Now, remember, I'm 53 years old. I've lived a little over half a century. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not some naive person who just walked off the block and just wandered off into nowhere. I've lived, a while. I know what life is. This is what happens with Zambian police officers. When they find you in that compromising situation, they bribe you. They threaten to reveal, well, first of all, they arrest you because it is against the law to do that. It's against the law to hug, neck, and kiss and do whatever it is in your car, in the middle of the street or somewhere out in the open. Let's just start there. You must know that, okay? There's a law against that. And so that's the hook the police officers use. They will, and they feel fully justified in saying to you, Mr. Mulenga, we're going to arrest you. And they have every right to do that because it's against the law. But the backdrop of that is that they oftentimes, they will say to you, if you don't want this to go any further, you're going to have to break off a little something, son. You're going to have to throw down. Do you know what it means to throw down? Somebody tell me in the comments below. Do you know what it means to throw down? Oh, niwa mubanga, sorry. Hey, twarufianya. Hey. Atiba mubanga. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. I'm sorry. See, that's why I need you. Okay. I'll correct it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Mr. Mubanga, sorry. At least Babimba. At least that one we know. Whether ni Mubanga, Mulenga, doesn't make any difference. Well, we laugh, but it's not really funny. The truth is, it's not funny. My bad. I apologize. It's Mr. Mubanga, not Mulenga. Mubanga. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. So, in my view, and this is what happens with the police, is that when they catch you in that situation, they will say to you, well, if you don't want this to go any further, if you don't want us to arrest you, you need to break off a little something, throw down. And of course, you're desperate. You don't want this to get out. And so you part with money or some type of arrangement. But this is what I find sinister about that videotape. As wrong as he was, and he was wrong, as uncompromising as that situation was, and it was uncompromising, I didn't see the necessity of videotaping an old man in that situation. I mean, of course, history in the world is replete with stories like this. I remember years ago, George Michael. Remember George Michael? At least I've got that name right. George Michael. He was a very famous British singer. You guys know this story? He was caught in a bathroom soliciting for some type of sexual act. And he didn't know that the person he was soliciting it from was an undercover police officer. And he was caught that way. And it came out, and it was very embarrassing. It was extremely embarrassing. And again, there's so many stories like that. Hugh Grant, remember the British actor Hugh Grant? At the very height of his career, he was caught with some girl. I think I forget her name. Tell me in the comments now. So history is replete with this sort of thing. But here's my point. The reason I'm bringing it up is that I think the police need to do their job. The police shouldn't maintain or sort of adopt this attitude of gotcha. That's not what the police are there for. The police are not there to gotcha. The police are there to maintain order. If you break the law, of course, they arrest you. But, I don't think they should videotape you and then splash it on social media. And then what? Just do your job. Arrest the guy. Book him. Take him downtown. Take him down to Chinatown is what I say. And book him there and let him face the consequences there. Poor guy. I really feel I feel for him because I think his life is going to change. I mean, literally, nobody's going to forget that face. If he walked in right now, I would recognize him. I would, And this is the thing. The difference between then and now is now everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a camera. So it's very easy for someone to sort of catch you in a compromising situation. The game's changed now. It's rough out there. It is. It's rough out there. And so what is the moral of the story? The moral of this story is either stay away from that, or when you do decide to do that, be discreet. Just be discreet. Because if you get caught in that situation, oh, honey, to get out of it, you be like trying to climb a mountain. So just be discreet, okay? Secondly, what were we talking about? Apparently, I was doing a Yango last night, going home. I'm on a Yango. This lovely girl she's half Ghanaian, half Zambian. Her father was Zambian. Her mother was from Ghana, and she's a Yango driver. And, as it goes, I love talking to Yango drivers. I love to hear their stories. I love to hear who and what they're about. So this young lady starts to tell me from nowhere. I mean, she literally just starts to say to me, Mr. Amwera, you're not going to believe where I've just come from. I said, well, where'd you come from? She says, I just witnessed a female pimp. Here, let me throw it up so that we're talking about the same deal. I just picked up a female pimp. She didn't use the word pimp. She described it, and then I said to her, I said, "You're talking about a pimp." She said, "There's a woman at Eastpark that booked me, and I could literally see what she was doing. She was arranging young 15, 16-year-old girls, hooking them up to men that are walking out of Chicago's and Al Capone and, that East Park area, And she said she's charging these men and giving these young 15, 16-year-old girls to these men. She takes the money, she arranges the men, she takes the money, and then the girls are taken off. They go off with these men. Now, this is something I think all the business houses at East Park, the police, the guards, because apparently the guards are in on it. The security detail over there, they're in on it. The bodyguards at those establishments, they're fully aware. They're fully aware of what's going on. Guys, we know it's the oldest profession in the world. You can never get rid of it, but you can appear to be on top of it. No pun intended. Because if you just leave it the way it is, if you just say, "Oh, well, it's the oldest profession in the world and there's nothing we can do about it," you're opening the floodgates. But there is a clear and present danger over there at East Park. And apparently it happens between 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. That time frame, that time bracket is when that occurs. I mean, we've got female pimps. Pimps, y'all. You know what a pimp is? A pimp is somebody that arranges for girls to sleep with men in exchange for money, and she controls it. She's like the go-between. She's the agent. She's the advocate between the client and the young girls. They're called pimps. Who knew? Who thought? Whoever thought we would have pimps? Zambia. Pimps? What is it? This is where we're going now? What, we have pimps now? I mean, it's bad enough we got young girls standing on the street corner. That's bad enough. But oh no, let's take it up a little notch. Now we've got pimps. Unbelievable. Guys, the police, you can't get rid of it. You can't, because, human beings are human beings. They're going to do that sort of thing. But if you just leave it and not do anything about it, then it's going to escalate. It's going to spread. It's malignant. It is. All right. Okay. Guys, do you want to call me? Oh, this is a good one. I like this. This is a good one. It may be the oldest profession, but not under 18s. Yes. Here. Oh, I was going to say cheers to that, but my friends over there at Vatra, I don't think they would have liked that very much. All right, so I'm going to open the phone lines. I want you guys to call. I'll take 3 calls. How we're doing this. I should have prepared. I should have done this, but I didn't do it. Me being who I am, I didn't do this ahead of time. So here it is now. I've got to do it now. Roadcaster Pro. Boom. Are we connected? Connected for phone calls and audio. Right. So I'm going to throw up my phone number here. What is this? What are we using? For goodness sake. All right. Just give me a second, guys. Just please give me a moment. This is the unpreparedness of SML TV. This is what I have to deal with. You think you're having a bad day. You should be me for a moment. I am the personification of disorganization, and I'm not proud of that. You must know. Honestly, I'm not. I mean, I'm not proud of that. Okay? All right, here it is. I'm going to throw up the number. Please only WhatsApp call me. Could you do that? Please don't call me on a regular line. So I'm going to I'll say WhatsApp only. 0962491621. Boom. And where is it? There it is. 0962 491 621. Give me a call. Call me. Okay, where are we? Where's the thing? Oh, here it is. Right. So just give me a call and see if we can have a little bit of a chin wag, a little bit of a conversation. And so let's talk about one of those two issues. Okay, I'll only take 4 phone calls. Only 4. Please call me on that number. WhatsApp only, guys. Okay? I hope this works. It has to work. Goodness. Are we on? One device is connected. Guys, if you don't call, I'm going to close the show. Here, somebody says, but that has been going on for a long time, especially in Lusaka. Some people seems to be okay with it. I don't care. Well, I didn't know we had pimps. I mean, I knew we had prostitution, but I didn't know we had pimps, you know? Somebody says, Mr. Mwewa, can you please play Don Williams? Imwe, we are talking about something serious. You remember to play Don Williams? Oh, dear. Okay, doesn't look like you guys are calling. I'm not sure why. She said it's sad. This is Kombe Mulenga says the young driver should have taken pictures of that female pimp and report her to the nearest police station. That practice is tantamount to human trafficking. Very well said. Very well said. I think the girls lie about their ages to enter clubs and men take advantage. Is that right? This is a question. What's a 15-year-old girl doing at a nightclub? That's my question. Sad reality. Well, hey guys. I gotta work. I gotta go. Thanks, guys, for watching. God bless. Have a good day. Bye.